Smelled really good too. So right there is a view. If you guys hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a while, but I just had to upload my wedding series part 1 and part 2. If you guys haven't checked it out, please go check it out. It's uploaded on my channel. So this is actually part 2 of my New York vlog. So in this vlog we cover all the sightseeing stuff we did and all the food we tried. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. We have some exciting things. And I also did something pretty cool in Times Square. So if you want to check that out, just stay tuned. But first up, we had to go see the bull, the famous bull that everyone takes pictures with. And next up, we are actually heading towards the World Trade Center Memorial, 9/11 Memorial, as you guys know, or if you do know. So it's quite a sad place, or it's just the vibes are very sad. It's quite quiet around there. A lot of people come to the memorial to pay their respects to everyone that lost their lives, the heroes, the victims, everyone. So as you guys could see, people have post-its and locks placed around trees in remembrance of everyone that lost their lives. And it's just a really beautiful memorial. They have all the names engraved of everyone that lost their lives, as you guys could see. And they have built a beautiful water fountain in the places of the buildings. Since it was springtime, it was still pretty cold. We couldn't walk out there without the jacket. It was mostly the wind that was really cold. So we got ourselves a coffee from Dunkin'. I don't know if you guys know this, but Dunkin' is mostly popular in the East Coast. We have a couple locations over on the West Coast, but we're mostly known for Krispy Kreme. So we had to get ourselves Dunkin'. And that right there is the new World Trade Center building. So once we were done with that location, we wanted to do something else. So the next thing we were going to do is, of course, the Statue of Liberty tour. I just had to record the buildings because the architecture, just everything was so beautiful. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I was actually born in New York, but I didn't really get to grow up there because I moved to Sri Lanka when I was younger, and then I came back for high school and I came back to California. So I didn't go back to New York, but I have been to New York a couple of times, and I just love it every time. And we happened to run into one of those guys that sell tickets or tours for tourists, and we ended up getting a ticket, or 3 tickets. Alright, so we got tickets to go on the ferry. It's right here. So, see you guys on the boat.
The ferry is this way.
Alright, so we're in line to get on the shuttle to go to the ferry. It's right here, and it's the line.
On the boat for 15 to 20 minutes to take your picture.
Not bad, yeah. found ourselves a nice little corner to sit down. I'm glad we found it because it got quite packed. So off we were to see the Statue of Liberty, or Lady Liberty, as you guys know. Super excited. Even though I've seen her multiple times, it's just really exciting every time. And since it was Shano's first time, that was even more exciting because I wanted to see his reaction to it. I was able to capture a beautiful view or a video of the Empire State Building, and ta-da! Lady Liberty! Gorgeous as ever. If you guys don't know a little bit of history, it was actually gifted to us from France way back when. And that right there is a view of the Brooklyn Bridge. And as you guys could see, there were a lot of people on this boat. And now we're all eagerly and patiently waiting to get off the boat and head back to the city. So before that, we wanted to make a stop at Liberty Bagels, so I did some research on places I wanted to try in New York, and Liberty Bagels was one of the popular places. So it's known for its rainbow bagel. As you guys could see, they have a whole wall full of the bagels, and they have their own homemade cream cheese, so they have savory and sweet. But of course, I wanted to try the rainbow bagel with a sweet cream cheese, so I went for, I believe, the birthday cake flavor. I tried a couple, but the birthday cake ended up being my favorite.
You want it toasted or not? It's just preference, but I usually get my meals toasted. Anything else? And may I have your name?
Richie, R-U-C-H-I-N-I.
Yes, ma'am.
So unfortunately, I'm going to have to mute most of these clips due to copyright issues. So I'm just gonna go off memory and say what I remember. So I'm basically saying I'm about to try the famous rainbow bagel from Liberty Bagels, and I'm got the birthday cake flavor. So I just said, let's see how it is. And it looked really pretty and it smelled really good too. So I'm super excited. So I just took my first bite. Nom nom nom. It was a big bite. It was a big bagel. And it was good. As you guys could see from my reaction, it was good. It wasn't too sweet. It was just perfect. So next up, we were really hungry, so we decided to try Indian food. And before that, we wanted something to drink. So there was this matcha spot nearby, and it had like a lot of items. And for some reason, I decided to get the banana matcha. And guys, I didn't really like it. I know some people like it, but it's just not my cup of tea. I prefer regular like matcha. But I'm about to try the Indian food.
Chicken tikka masala.
So that's the New York skyline, and we're heading into the city to Times Square. We wanted to go when there weren't a lot of people, so what better time than 3 a.m. on a weekday, which is exactly what we did. So the city was pretty empty, like especially Times Square, which would always be packed full of tourists, but there weren't a lot of people. But there were still people for 3 a.m. So I wanted a picture with Shano on the stairs, but it was closed off because I guess it was early in the morning. But if we did want a picture, we'd have to go with a photographer, which is what we did. So there were a bunch of photographers like walking around, so we ended up picking a guy, and then he like took us to the stairs. He like showed us poses and stuff, but it was kind of awkward. We just wanted like natural like pictures or portraits, nothing posed. So that's what we did. I think we did get a couple of nice clicks, but we wanted more pictures like with the buildings and elsewhere. So stay tuned to see what we did. So we ended up picking these two pictures and we were pretty happy with them, and then we paid him his 20 bucks. And then I ended up doing something super spontaneous. I was kind of forced into it. Like I wanted to do it, but I was shy about it, and here are the results. I wanted to stay longer, but it was like 4:30 or something in the morning, so we headed back. And this is the next day, so we actually headed to a Sri Lankan restaurant in Staten Island. It's pretty popular, so we wanted to try it.
A chicken kottu and a shrimp fried rice. It looks really good. We also have tambili from Sri Lanka, from the MD brand, so super excited.
So I got a little early birthday present because this was before my birthday, and I ended up picking a perfume, so super happy with that. We're at an Italian bakery. I forget what it's called, but I took a video outside the shop. You guys will see, but wanted to try out some dessert because we love dessert, especially Channel's dad and I were huge dessert people.
චීස් කේක් අද කමුවන්ද කොහමරි නෑ මේක ලොකු වැඩි 28 අපි අර ස්ලයිසස් කමු වෙන කොහමරි ෂුවර්ද
So we actually headed to another Italian bakery. They have a lot of Italian bakeries here because, like I said, we love dessert and we wanted to try as much as possible because it was our last day before we headed back home. So we ended up getting cappuccinos and And there was also like a separate little like restaurant for like savory food. So we ended up getting pizza because we wanted to try the pizza at this place because it was authentic Italian food and it was really good. So this is actually the behind the scenes or the kitchen of a Sri Lankan restaurant in Staten Island. We only got to go back here because Shannon's dad knows the owner, and we placed an order to take food back home. Like we wanted fish buns, gimbla buns, and like fried rice and a mutton devil. Like we ordered a lot of food because yes, like we make Sri Lankan food at home every day, but you don't get to find a lot of like Sri Lankan like food elsewhere. There's like one restaurant, but that's about it. And the food was so good at this place, so we just had to take some back to our parents.
Thank you.
And here we are at the airport. We're heading back home. It was a nice week here in New York with Channel's dad and his friends. And we had so much fun. That's the gorgeous skyline, a beautiful view right before we take off. But I was also excited because as soon as we landed, we were heading to an Aurudu festival. And Aurudu only comes once a year, so I didn't care if I was tired. I just wanted to go celebrate with my family. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more.